I don't know, viewers, if those cult members were out in service or just doing a little shopping or coming to tell their fellow cult members to anticipate the arrival of their chronicler. I think it's fair to say that I am the chronicler of the early 21st century Pacific Northwest cult members. This cult member is warning these fellow cult members that I'm approaching. They are trying to quickly get directions from their fellow cult member on what to do. These cult members do have to act fast because they are living in critical times, hard to deal with. Satan is powerful. Satan is ramping up his attacks on God's true people, so these cult members are really scrambling to figure out how to give a defense, to draw as many sheep as possible before the end. And they do know that when they move, if I follow them, they then get to say that they've been stalked. Really, what a wonderful example. What another perfect example of the behavior of the early 21st century cult members, viewers. But the good news is there are plenty of other ones out and about in Vancouver at this time. Actually, you know what, viewers? Before we go chronicle the behavior of other cult members, why don't we join these cult members in declaring the good news of God's kingdom? Let's see how long it's going to take before these cult members contact the authorities to say, I don't have the right, I am not one of their representatives. Let's see how much Caesar is going to care about the fact that I, according to them, am not one of their representatives and really should not be standing with the literature. These cult members quickly walk away. Interesting how just the fact that I am wearing the suit today, just the fact that I'm wearing the tie today is good enough for these cult members to move away from me. You'll recall, viewers, from a previous episode, I wasn't wearing the Jehovah suit. I was just in jeans and a shirt, standing next to them holding the exact same propaganda, and they didn't move away. Again, viewers, observe the superficiality of the early 21st century cult members. When you stand next to them in a t-shirt and jeans, advertising their propaganda, they will stay in place. But when you stand next to them in their Jehovah suit, then they move away. Make of that what you will, viewers. Well, viewers, that was a bit of an anticlimactic introduction to today's episode. Really, those cult viewers really didn't give me much of an opportunity to read to you in front of them. I wonder if the difference today is the fact that I'm wearing the Jehovah suit. I wonder if that is making the difference today. Let's go see what kind of response we get from these cult members as I film the surroundings, as I film the sound of my own voice, and they choose to stay or they choose to leave. This is the entrance to the Hudson Bay Cosmetics Department. Down these stairs is the access to the Hudson Bay's clothing areas. There is another cosmetics store right there, MAC. Of course, the Granville SkyTrain can be accessed by going down those escalators. This is a Shiseido. I don't really know how you pronounce it. A Shiseido sign. Quite a worldly satanic sign. I wonder if these angels of light, if these illuminators of light are enjoying standing next to such a disgusting, worldly, satanic piece of propaganda in order to present blinded unbelievers with the opportunity to live forever in paradise. Viewers, I wonder if these cult members have thought about the optics of their standing in front of this sign. I wonder if these cult members would be standing here if this sign said, "You can live forever in paradise." I wonder if somebody came out with an ad campaign, the way Watchtower came out with the ad campaign of living forever in paradise, and they decided to place that ad right here. You can live forever in paradise. All you have to do is sign up, use this product, study with us, etc., etc. I wonder if the sign that these cult members were standing in front of said, "You can live forever in paradise," if they would still be standing here, or if they prefer that the signs they stand in front of are clear evidence that we are living in a world run by Satan, and the only people who can look forward to surviving its inevitable destruction are these cult members. I wonder, viewers. I wonder. I will now read to you, viewers, once again, not from the Circuit Overseer guidelines, but, you know what we're going to do first, viewers, is we're going to join these cult members, and they're advertising the good news of God's kingdom, and see how they react. Let's see how they react. I'm going to stand right there, viewers, with the magazines. If you can't see me, I apologize, but I assure you I'm going to stand right there with their cult propaganda. Yes, viewers, I assure you, I am going to continue to stand here with their cult propaganda until, well, we resume this episode of early 21st century cult members. So rest assured, viewers, I'm going to be standing right here. Enjoy that Watchtower, man. Thank you. Yes, viewers, I just placed a Watchtower magazine with that woman, and oh, am I sorry I wasn't recording. I wonder if I were to ask these cult members to confirm whether or not that prospective sheep of Jehovah just accepted a Watchtower from me, if they would say yeah. I wonder if I were to ask these cult members, so listen, I wasn't recording right there, but you know that that woman accepted a Watchtower from me. Do you think that because she accepted a Watchtower from a filthy, disgusting, Satan-serving apostate, that's going to make a difference, or if Jehovah's going to draw her anyway? I wonder if I were to ask these cult members, so I wasn't recording, but you did just see me place a magazine, place a Watchtower with that woman. What are your thoughts? I wonder if I were to ask these cult members what their thoughts are on the fact that I just placed a Watchtower magazine with one of Jehovah's prospective sheep. What they would have to say about it. I wonder what these cult members are going to say about it later. Wow, I'm amazed that Jehovah let that person take the magazine from Stuart. I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused, Sister Smirk. I'm a little confused, Brother Know-It-All. What do you think that means, that Jehovah let one of his prospective sheep take a magazine right from the hand of a filthy, disgusting apostate? Wow. Sorry I didn't capture that for you today, viewers, but really, that was a first. Again, viewers, you never know what you're going to get when you tune into early 21st century cult members of the Pacific Northwest. This is going to be episode 53. We have chronicled the behavior of at least 100 of these cult members in this city. I know that many of you out there are chronicling the behavior of these cult members in your local area, and I wonder what the odds are that one day these cult members are going to snap out of their trance and go watch themselves. Really, I think it's going to be quite a provision for them Because if I was able to watch footage of myself while I was similarly brainwashed, I'd get a kick out of it. I would get a kick out of watching myself, I don't know, give a public talk or conduct a Bible study. I'd want to watch myself and go, oh man, I had it bad. Woo, did I have it bad. Because as you can tell, viewers, these cult members have it bad. These cult members have it bad. Anyway, I'm going to once again, I don't have a watchtower. I have a wrinkly old Awake magazine, but we'll see if I can place this magazine. Let's see how long it takes before I can place this Awake magazine and then be all out of literature today. I wonder if these cult members are hoping that I place this Awake magazine so that I will just go away. I wonder if I were to help myself to one of these pieces of literature to place with Jehovah's Prospective Sheep, if they would stop me. As you know, viewers, one brother did try to rip a book away from me. Two brothers did try to rip a book away from me. I wonder if these cult members are going to try to rip a tract away from me if I were to grab it. Oh no, he's looking at his watch instead. He is not trying to prevent me from taking a tract. I grabbed two by accident, Rollin.
Yeah, it's good.
There you go. No? Have a good day. Jehovah loves you, but we're his favorite. Jehovah may love that man. Jehovah may try to draw that man, but at the moment, these illuminators are his favorite, aren't they? Aren't they? Yeah. Jehovah loves you, but these cult members are his favorites. Okay, so I'm going to once again resume standing right there, viewers, holding up the literature, and we'll see if I can advertise the kingdom today. Yes, viewers, I'm still standing here with the magazines, and it's only been about 3 minutes, but I'd say about 50 people have walked through, maybe another 30 people have gone in, and these cult members have not said one hello, hi, how are you to anybody. I think these cult members have been told, don't say anything to anyone walking by, wait for them to come to the cart, then you may engage them in conversation. Remember when these cult members used to initiate conversations because of the urgency of their work? Well, really, this is what the urgency of their work looks like today, isn't it? Remember when you and I were in this cult and we would actually risk humiliation? We would actually risk getting into a difficult situation, and we would initiate conversations? I wonder if I were to ask these cult members if they've been given the divinely inspired direction not to talk to people until they come up to the cart, if they would answer. Are you allowed to talk to people before they come up to the cart to take an interest? Looks like a no, viewers. That looks like a no. You know, a picture is worth 1,000 words unless they ask for directions. Yeah. Yeah, do not speak to anyone coming up to the cart or walking by. Do not speak to any of the passers-by until they either come up to the cart or initiate conversation with you. And really, 4 out of 5 times that we have observed the engaging in conversation of the passers-by with the cult members, 4 out of 5 times, viewers, you will recall that it has been to ask for directions. 3 times yesterday, 1 time today, and 1 time today, a person took the interest in the literature, and yours truly got to place a Watchtower magazine with them. Wow. I wonder if these cult members are hoping that because there's a camera on me right now, right over there, and right on them, that they will be able to say, look how well behaved we are. And look what a disturbance he is causing. Come on, come on. Once again, I will return to the standing like a statue portion of our episode today. Oh, but this is tough for me. Viewers, I used to study with this This fine young man. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to film you, bro.
You don't want to be filmed.
Wow. You know what? Now I'm going to film you. You're in a public place.
You can film me, but we don't have to stay.
Okay, viewers. I think this cult member has seen fit to arrive today because, yes, I did study with him when he was a very small child.
Yeah, that's sad to see.
And it's amazing to see how far people who have left this cult have come. I wonder if this cult member would take an interest in how many people who have left this cult are doing incredible things, who are not killing themselves, who are not drowning themselves in drugs and alcohol and openly serving Satan, but who are really raising families, working jobs, engaging in activism. I wonder if this cult member has arrived today, hoping that the sight of him will pull on my heartstrings, and really no, it hasn't. So again, the cult member's tactics have failed once again. You must stand your ground as an ex-cult member. Watch them leave. That was something else, viewers. Wow. I studied. Seriously, guys. That's amazing. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about it right now. I will tell you about it right now, viewers, as soon as I find a quiet place. That was pure tactic, viewers. That was pure theocratic warfare tactic. That was pure theocratic warfare tactic, viewers. They sent this cult member out because I studied with him when he was a charming, sweet, innocent little boy. And somebody thought it would be a good idea to have him be out here today to try to appeal to my emotions, to try to remember that all he's doing is sharing the good news of God's kingdom. As you know, viewers, on several episodes prior, the point that we are making is before you start talking about whether or not something is positive, whether or not something is good, really, you need to make sure that it's true. Anyway, there he is, viewers. There he is, viewers. There's more I could tell you about this human being, but I'm not going to, other than how disappointed I am. Other than how disappointed I am. Observe this cult member film me. Observe how that female cult member is filming me when her male cult member just minutes ago was saying he preferred that I not be filmed, that he not be filmed. And as you know, viewers, I have been filmed by these cult members moments after they have said they don't want to be filmed. Amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing, viewers, what you will discover when you chronicle the behavior of the early 21st century cult members. I wonder why this cult member has stopped filming me. I would like this cult member to keep filming me. Again, 3 feet, viewers. 3 feet is the allowable distance. I am now 3 feet away from these people standing in a public place.
So if we go back inside, are you going to follow us?
These cult members don't understand that I'm not talking to them. If they want an answer to a question, they can find out by running away.
If he follows again, we're going to call the police.
Observe this cult member enjoy the fact that she now gets to threaten me with the police. Yes, viewers, that was quite the moment for your chronicler this afternoon to have to engage in the work that I'm doing when faced with that, with that cult member, viewers. Yeah, gotta call him like you see him, I guess. But yeah. He was, you know what? I think he was my very first Bible study. He was about 11, I think, or 12 at the time, and we would play Cosm hockey, and his mother would make me something to eat. So you see how desperate Jehovah's Witnesses are becoming to try to appeal to the emotions of people who leave their religion and who speak out against it. How can you say something so bad about somebody you knew when they were an 11-year-old boy? Wow. So viewers, for those of you who are considering getting into this form of activism, be prepared for some low-down, dirty tricks to be employed in trying to get you to stop. I am doing this work in the city where I served as a dedicated cult member, so you really never know who's going to come out of the woodwork, and I think that was probably the hardest. I think of all the people, if you asked me 9 months ago, who would I most not want to have to do this in front of, it would have been him. And there he was. I don't really know if I did the best job, but hey, I'm only human. And really, I'm figuring this out as I go along. These cult members, however, are not figuring things out as they go along. They've got it all figured out, haven't they? Yeah. All these people need to drop what they're doing, take an interest in the version of God's kingdom being presented to them by Jehovah's Witnesses, or really, they'll just have their bodies conveniently tucked away by these cult members. So we have a couple of female cult members here today. I do believe that if I were to approach them to talk to you in front of them, that would be an issue. But as you know, viewers, 3 feet is the acceptable space. Oh, you know what, viewers? Let's join these cult members in their advertising of God's kingdom today. Let's do that. How wonderful life will be when you're not in the world. Yeah. So really that is the game that we are now playing with the early 21st century cult members, viewers. If you approach them, if you as a former believer approach them with some tough questions, with some arguments, with some observations, with something you would like to say that they don't want to hear, really any opening that they feel they have to call the police and cry about being persecuted, well, really, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. This is the extent of it, viewers. This is the extent. I wonder, honestly, what they are going to tell the police. Hi, officer. So, we're Jehovah's Witnesses. We're Jehovah's Witnesses. We are trying to engage in a Bible educational work, and there is an individual who is coming into our presence to film us and film the surroundings and the sound of his own voice while he narrates to his YouTube viewers. But he's saying things that we really would rather not hear.
That's right.
So when we move away from him and he follows us, that really makes us feel unsafe. That really makes us feel unsafe. So when we move, and if he follows us, can we call you? Can we call you then? Really, that's what it is, viewers, to be in this cult. See, when you are a minister of the good news of God's kingdom, pouring into somebody's mind about what is true and what God requires of somebody else, then that's how good you feel. But when you're challenged, when these cult members are challenged on those points, really they're looking for the quickest opportunity to cry victim. See? And that, viewers, is exactly what makes these people cult members. When it comes to what is true, they are the authority. And if you challenge it, you are attacking them. Really, that is the extent of it, viewers. That is really the extent of it, viewers. Hi. I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I know the Bible better than you. And even if I don't know the Bible better than you, it doesn't matter, because I am more loving than you. And even if I'm not more loving than you, it doesn't matter, because, well, now you're persecuting me. Hi. Film me. If you're going to film me, you have to talk to me. Did you know that? Did you know that when you film somebody in public, it is against the law unless you're talking to them? So if you want to film me, you have to talk to me. Observe the cult members want to film me but not talk to me. Yeah. Jehovah will make it okay. Jehovah will touch the heart of the cop they call and make it okay. Amazing, viewers. Tune in tomorrow.